Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimad Varavara Munayae Namaha, Sri Baladhanvi Gurave Namaha. Namaskaram one and all, and welcome to day 26 of our Margari Vaibhava. In this series, we have been experiencing Yemperuman's Thirunamam in each and every Pasuram of Thiruppavai as shown by Andal Nachiyar. Today's Pasuram is Male Manivanna, and the Thirunamam that we have chosen is Alin Ilayan. Let's do a quick recap of what has happened so far. So, in the first Pasuram of Margari Tingal, Andal establishes her goals and means, and then the first 5 Pasuram, she does Mangala Sasanam for Yemperuman's form in Para, Vyuha, Vibhava, Antaryami, and Archai. And then the Pasuram starting from 6 to 15, she's trying to wake up all her other Gopika friends who also represent a type of devotee and who also mean one of the Arvars. And in Pasuram 16, she is at Nandagopar's house trying to wake up the Dwarapalakars. In 17, she woke up Nandagopar, Yashoda, and Balarama. And in 18 through 20, she is waking up Nappinnai Pirati. And from Pasuram 21 onwards, they have been doing Mangala Sasanam for Yemperuman's gate, all the pastimes that he did. And in this Pasuram 26, now that they have woken up Sri Krishna, they are starting to have a conversation with him. They are telling him that they have come here for doing the vow that they had promised to do, and hence they need the requirements, the Upakaranam for doing the vow. And in this Pasuram is where Andal addresses Yemperuman as Alin Ilayan. Swami Prativadi Bayangram Annangaracharya gives 2 interpretations to this very Thirunamam Alin Ilayan. We will see both of them. First one is Alin Ilayan. Alin Ilai means new banyan leaf. So here he says the God, the Yemperuman, who was resting in the form of a small infant on the banyan leaf. And this is what we celebrate as Vata Bhadra Sai. So during the time of Pralayam, the great deluge, the Gopikas are saying, Hey Krishna, during the great deluge, you consumed not just this world or ocean, but the entire cosmos, containing it all within one small portion of the teeny tiny tummy. How is that even possible? It was possible because it's you, the one who has aghatita ghatana samarthyam, the one who is capable of making the impossible possible. And thus saying, they are singing Mangala Sasanam again. And the second interpretation is Alin Nilayan, as shown by Kanchi Swami. So, Alin Nilai means the one who is in the state of a banyan tree, or the one who is the banyan tree. What does the banyan tree do? It provides shade, isn't it? Likewise, Emperuman also provides solace to those who are suffering from the scorching heat of the samsara. And Swami goes about to explain this with a very beautiful story. Once upon a time, there was a Nastika, Na Asti. The one who says Na Asti, he is not there, is called as Nastika. So a non-believer, a non-devotee. And he did not believe in God, but decided to go for a walk that day and look at the creation, which presumably people say it is from God. So, as he is going for the walk, he is amazed by all the creation that he is seeing. And then he comes to part acceptance and assumes that God has to be there. But he thinks that God isn't smart enough. How did he come to this conclusion? As he was walking by, he went through a small pumpkin patch. And looking at the climber, he started criticizing, for such a small climber plant, how come God has given such a big fruit called the pumpkin? But on the contrary, he says, there is this big banyan tree and has only such a small fruit. And thinking this way, criticizing that God is not smart, he goes and starts to take a nap under the banyan tree. And after a while, he wakes up. When he woke up, he saw lots of small fruits from the banyan tree had fallen on his body. That's when he came to realization, and then he shouted, Alas, I would have lost my life if these fruits were as big as the pumpkin. Indeed, God made the right decision, isn't it? The primary purpose of banyan tree is to provide shade, and hence He's kept the fruits small so that no one gets hurt. And thinking this way, he lauded Bhagavan's smartness and creation and walked home. Like this banyan tree, Yemperuman, who is Alin Ilayan, provides shade to us from the pain of samsara by offering shade under his divine feet. Let's keep thinking about the divine feet and wait for tomorrow's Thirunamam. Until then, Dhanyasmi Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.
மாலே மணிவண்ணா மார்கழி நீராடுவான் மேலையார் செய்வனர்கள் வேண்டுவன கேட்டேல் ஞாலத்தை எல்லாம் நடுங்க முரல்வன பாலன வண்ணத்துன் பாஞ்ச சந்நியமே மாலே மணிவண்ணா மார்கழி நீராடுவான் மேலையார் செய்வனர்கள் வேண்டுவன கேட்டேல் ஞாலத்தை எல்லாம் நடுங்க முரல்வன பாலன வண்ணத்துன் பாஞ்ச சந்நியமே போல்வன சங்கங்கள் போய் பாடுடையனவே சால பெரும் பரையே பல்லாண்டி செய்ப்பாரே போல்வன சங்கங்கள் போய் பாடுடையனவே சால பெரும் பரையே பல்லாண்டி செய்ப்பாரே கோல விளக்கே கொடிய விதானமே ஆலின் இலையாய் அருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய் கோல விளக்கே கொடிய விதானமே ஆலின் இலையாய் அருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய் ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.